Lynn's silk painting journey. In a charming town in Scotland, a group of people gathers every week for a silk painting class. They pick up their brushes and bring their own colorful stories to life on silk. In this brief moment of tranquility, they release stress through creativity and immerse themselves in the healing power of art. Today, we interviewed Lynn, a longtime participant in the coffee break silk painting sessions, to hear her story.
Yeah, amazing. So today, because we are making the story about you as a silk painter, I have a few questions to ask you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you work at the moment?
I work as a steward at Huntly Castle and also at Balvenie Castle at Dufton when it's open.
A dramatic career shift. From handling legal cases to safeguarding the history of ancient castles, Lynn's life has undergone a profound transformation. No longer surrounded by stacks of legal documents and high-pressure courtroom debates, she now welcomes visitors and protects the centuries-old stone walls that hold the stories of the past. And unexpectedly, silk painting became her personal source of peace along this journey.
Okay, so looking back at your journey from being a lawyer to a castle guardian, how has silk painting influenced or changed your perspective in life?
It's very calming, mindful, forget about everything else. You just lay your phone to one side, you're not looking at your phone, you're just concentrating on what you're doing, and just the flow of the ink. Calming process as well, just takes your mind off everything else.
For many, silk painting is a completely new experience, especially for those who haven't picked up a brush in years. When we asked Lynn about her creative process, she recalled the nervousness she felt in the beginning.
Can you describe what it feels like when you picked up the brush for the first time at the coffee break silk painting, and how your relationship with art have evolved since then?
I was very nervous. I hadn't painted anything for many years. I got told off by Mandy for being too pernickety. But once I sort of got into the process and the style, it's just very, very mindful. It's lovely being back painting and doing something creative. Switches my brain from being very stressed to being a lot less.
But in reality, this art form is about more than just technique hits, also a lesson in mindset. Lynn's experience is not unique. Many first-time silk painting participants feel uncertain, afraid that they won't get it right.
Well, for me, the most participants I see when the first time coming is they are so nervous to make a mistake. But then for myself, I used to think like that too, like I can't make a mistake. But once I get used to it, I found every time when sometimes it's a mistake, it's testing the tolerance of we being like kind of kicking the perfectionist part of me.
Yeah.
So make you like more tolerant with yourself when you're more tolerant with painting.
Yeah.
So would that kind of move into life as well? Tolerate in life with yourself.
Yeah, because I was very much a perfectionist. I've always been really hard on myself. So yeah, it's not necessarily easy hearing that, oh, you're doing it wrong, do something else. But you've got to learn from your mistakes. And as you say, it just, it changes you. It makes you sort of more tolerant of what you're doing. And as I say, it's just part of the learning process. And, I keep coming back.
I love
I think I'm progressing. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
Both the artist and many of her participants have experienced this firsthand for them. Silk painting is more than just an artistic practice. It's a journey of self-discovery. Through each brush stroke, participants like Lynn learn to let go of perfectionism, embrace mistakes, and find a sense of peace in the creative process. And in doing so, they don't just transform their artwork, they transform themselves. This journey of self-discovery is different for everyone, But for those seeking a mindful and relaxing way to unwind, we asked Lynn what coffee break silk painting has meant to her. Here's what she shared.
And what would you say to someone who's hesitant to try silk painting for the first time?
Having painted many years ago, it's a different type of process, it's a different technique, and I think it's actually a less stressful technique than normal painting, just because of the way that ink flows into the silk. And if you just think of yourself, you're sort of calming, your spirit just sort of flowing a bit like the ink, and it really just settles you in. It's just such a lovely place to come for a couple of hours every week.
Oh, thank you.
Lynn thinks that, as she paints, her spirit relaxes with the flow of the silk dye. It's a wonderful experience, and she loves inviting her friends to share this special time together. As she says, we all need a space where we can unwind without any pressure.
My last question is, coffee break silk painting has become a regular part of your life, and what keeps you coming back?
It's good to have just a space for doing something like this, and I've got paints at home, but I'm not very good at sort of setting the time aside for myself at home, whereas having to actually come out and come here and just sit for a couple of hours and learn something and just throw myself into painting and just not think about anything else, concentrate just on what I'm doing. As I said, today I've even not drunk half my coffee because I'm too into what I'm doing.
At Coffee Break Silk Painting, a simple hangout naturally turns into a completed silk painting. Without even realizing it, participants leave not only with a finished piece, but also with a deep sense of accomplishment. In a world that moves fast and demands instant results, this experience is truly a gift. Let's meet Lynn and her friend.
This is not on my list, this question, but you do always meeting your friend. Nicole, can I have you? Just for a second. Okay, I can't have Nicole here, but okay, so she's there. I can see her hand. So, why do you meeting friends here?
We've known each other a long, long time. When you find something in common that you like doing together, it's something different as well. And we both, I think, need that bit of sort of a stressless activity in our lives. I've brought my other friend as well that I work with.
Yeah.
So it's nice to introduce people that are interested in art, interested in doing something to just take the stress out of life and come together and have a coffee and a fancy piece and just have a chat, and you just forget about the cares of the world, because the world's stressful enough. We all need just to take some time to do something for ourselves.
And then also when you finish, you can also take something away, like home. Is that like feel achieved something, not just hang out? Yeah. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see you guys next week.
We'll be back.
Bye.
For many, Coffee Break Silk Painting has become a shared experience, building and strengthening connections with friends, family, and most importantly, oneself. Week after week, our workshops continue to bring these beautiful souls together, offering a space for healing, celebration, and reconnection. Through each brushstroke, participants rediscover a long-lost sense of peace and tranquility. We hope CBSP can also open the door to a healing journey for you, giving your heart a moment to rest.
Ready? Yeah. There we go. First silk painting ever. Whoa! Look at that. How nice the color and smell and everything. Perfect. Again, now. Right. So now I need to do that. Is that correct? And then I show you that. Happy?